This is Carson, Kendall, and Jordan from Sofa Spuds bringing you our top 10 games of 2013. Coming in at number 10 is Peggle II by PopCap Games.
It's just your typical arcade game to where you just pick it up, anybody can play. Your girlfriend, your grandmother, anybody who is against all the violent video games that are out there today. It's just a fun game to pick up and play when you've got 10, 20, 30 minutes to spare. Or a whole night of gaming. It's that fun to where you can just play for hours at a time with a group of friends, and it has the multiplayer, which is really fun, and the new bosses from the first Peggle. Masters, I'm sorry about that.
And it was just a kid-friendly day one Xbox Live release, so a lot of people downloaded it, and it was definitely worth the $11 spent. So, coming up next, at number 9, is The Walking Dead. Technically, this game is still being released, so we can do it for 2013. You play a cinematic storyline where you, the character Clementine, makes the decisions, and the gameplay is based around the decisions you make throughout. Say, you decide to argue with somebody, they might get shot because you're stupid. Or, if you're like, oh, I want to help this person, you might get shot because you're stupid. AKA, this game pretty much makes you out to be stupid. But it is a very entertaining series, especially if you're a fan of the hit TV show, The Walking Dead.
Which, if you're not, then please tune in to AMC when it comes back February 9th, because it is a great show.
February 9th is my birthday. Yay.
Happy birthday.
And at number 8, we have Pokemon X and Y. Either one works. They're both Pokemon, and they're both X, and they're both Y.
And pretty much the same thing.
Just with a few random other stuff. Well, the starters are the same, but a few different legendaries. Well, not a few different. One different legendary of each. Plus a few different Pokemon you can pick up on the way that may or may not be in the other version. So, for this game, you play as insert character name here, as you travel across, what region is it? A new region. They have like 30 different regions now because we're on season like 1947.
Exactly.
And
that's not a date.
That's not a date. That is a season. But this is Gen 6. I think it's Gen 6. So, I mean, it's Pokemon. You're going to know what it is.
We obviously know our facts.
And coming in at number 7 is Save Decay. It's a great game. Great open world game. It's a pretty quick campaign. But for, I think it was around $10. I think.
Yeah, it's an arcade title.
It was 20.
Well, it was a pretty good game for worth the money. Wish it was longer, though. But they should be coming out with, I think, a longer game.
With multiplayer.
Yeah, with multiplayer.
Which is what this one needed, but it was still a fun game, single player. Just kind of mess around, just kill zombies game. Like, who wouldn't like that?
Zombies is that's always a plus.
Yes.
To any game.
It was the closest.
Except Survival Instinct.
Yeah.
That game was awful.
And coming in at number 6 is Dead Rising, which is a great game
Dead
Rising 3, which is a great game for Xbox One right now.
Look, if you're not turned on by what you're seeing on the screen right now, something is wrong with you.
I mean, that is a Lego head.
Spandex with a Lego head. I mean, he might be like the famous luchador.
It's actually the child's superhero costume. But it is a fun game to just go mess around, just kill zombies. And then
literally, look at the screen. Kill zombies.
Look at all that blood.
This is the most violent. Do anything you want, from creating a dildo gun to slashing zombies up with a cardboard box.
And this is the opposite of Peggle II.
Opposite of Peggle II.
Do not show your grandmother this.
Or your kids.
Or your grandmother's kids, which would be your parents, because they probably wouldn't let you watch it.
And another somewhat zombie game is The Last of Us, where you play as, insert name here. Just kidding. His name is really, insert name here.
Can't think of the name.
No, it's Joel and Ellie. You play as Joel, who's escorting a girl named Ellie across the country because she may possibly have a cure to the outbreak that's happening. Throughout your adventures, you experience death, love, maybe not love, but you're trying to fill a hole in your heart that will be explained at the beginning of the game. And if you play on hard difficulty, this is hard as shit.
It is a tough game. I actually got it this year. I'm actually an Xbox gamer, but I did have a PlayStation 3, so I decided to pick this game up. And as much as I hate I don't really hate the PlayStation, so don't blow me up on that, but it is a fun exclusive.
And it's very cinematic and gripping.
And coming in at number 4 is GTA 5, which is a great game out for 360 right now.
Well, it's out for PS3 too.
Well, for PS3 too. Mainly on 360. 360, which is what we love.
But it is a fun game. The only thing that kind of holds it back is the kind of screw up with the online and all that. But they tried their best to fix it with a stimulus package and all. But the single player itself is just great. It's probably the best storyline in any GTA.
Yes,
maybe not Rockstar game, maybe behind Red Dead Redemption. But this is still a great open world, fun game. Just go, shoot some people, or not. You could play poker.
Do stocks.
But you can either run around, do whatever, or play as the three main characters from the campaign as you run around, rob banks, try to get back on the market of the market. Try to get your rep back of being a master criminal and just rule the world. Not really the world.
Coming in at number 3 is Battlefield 4.
I almost said Battlefield 3. Battlefield 4, if you love multiplayer games and you love somewhat realistic violence.
And great graphics.
Great graphics, especially for a console. PC Master Race sucks dick.
We just pissed everybody off.
No, I actually have a PC and I play my Battlefields on there. But if you don't know what Battlefield is, you probably live under a rock. And this has a short but good campaign, but it's all about the multiplayer. Where else can you go and blow up every wall you've ever imagined, snipe the mess out of everything you see,
Or knife the mess out of everybody.
steal their dog tags with a machete? Look at you don't even have a machete. But just so much customization goes into your weapons, and so much fun is included with this game. It even says on the back, fun.
And coming in at number 2 is Saints Row 4, which came out earlier this year.
And it is a great game by itself. But where we had the most fun this year with it is actually being in the dorm room and playing co-op with it with another player.
Played that forever.
It was just run around, wreck house, pick up a black hole gun and just shoot everything. It's a great game, a fun game. Storyline,
Just
you don't
mess
really have
around.
to have one if you just run around and kill people. It's great.
It's pretty much known for a silly version of Grand Theft Auto, except this one they add superpowers and just make it ridiculous.
My character is a pimped out Abraham Lincoln, for crying out loud. It's not a serious game, so if you're looking for a storyline game, don't pick this one up.
If you're looking for something just to goof off and have fun, this is definitely a game for you.
Coming in at number 1 is BioShock Infinite, which is out on Xbox 360.
And PlayStation.
But we love 360.
But this is probably one of my favorite games of all time. It's just so much fun. Such a gripping storyline with Elizabeth and Booker.
Your mind will also be destroyed after playing this game.
Yes, and if you haven't played this, I highly recommend it. Really good. And if you're a fan of the first BioShock game, then the new DLC, which is Burial at Sea. It's a fun game where you go back to Rapture, and this game is just so lively and bright. It's just a beautifully...
It keeps the feel of the game, but it's so much of a drastic change at the same time.
It is. It's just a great game, so if you haven't played it, you need to pick this one up for sure.
And
we are Super Spuds.
And thanks. Coming in at number 10, we have Peggle II by PopCap Games, where you literally shoot balls and other stuff with another ball. Ballception. Take it away, Carson.
We're not really using that. There's no way we're going to actually use that, or you just see balls over them.